Soulburning Volcano comes out in 2 weeks. Let's get into the card list. What's going on, fellow tryhards? It's Tom with Tryhard Gaming, bringing you back a brand new video in regards to the brand new set Soulburning Volcano. But before we get into the video, I wanted to kind of do a showcase of the new playmat that I have ordered for the channel. We have the Tryhard Games playmat, people. We have one. And we got it through yourplaymat.com, which is not a sponsor of the channel, but they were amazing people to deal with. Just some awesome people to talk to and to give me my playmat. So shout out to those guys. If you ever decide to get a playmat, I would recommend going through them and getting your custom playmat, because they have so many different options that you can use. You can get the black stitching like what mine has. You can do the image enhancement, which makes your image so much more crispy. So I'm really excited about that playmat, and they did awesome. Also, you can get zones on them, not just for Yugioh. You can get them for Magic. You can get them for One Piece. You can get it for, of course, Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, you can get them for all kinds of different card games out there. So check them out. They're an awesome playmat company, and they did really help me out when I went to go build my playmat on there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So the newest set that is coming out here in the next, let's say, a couple weeks, August 11th is the official release date, and it is called Soulburning Volcano. It's the legendary Duelist set. So it's not really a core set, but it is the in-between set, kind of like some of these in-between sets, like what is it? Amazing Defenders and Wild Survivors, where we got some of these other archetypes. But one of the most wild things that I'm excited for about this new set is volcanic support. We're getting it, people. We're getting burn. So if you guys haven't looked into it, there are a few cards that I would recommend looking into if you're going to play this deck, because volcanic may be a viable option in the near future. One of the cards being, I'm gonna put it right here, one of the cards being Volcanic Emperor, which is your brand new boss monster of the set. And what he does is, whenever he's in your hand or he's in your graveyard, so if somebody just spot removes him and destroy him, your next turn you can special him out, and he's an inherent summon. So what he does is he takes 3 volcanic monsters that you can banish from your graveyard, or 1 Blaze Accelerator card. So it could be Blaze Accelerator Reload, it could be the new Volcanic Blaze Accelerator, which we'll get into here in a minute, and it could also be the original Blaze Accelerator itself, which I do plan on running 1 copy in my build. But after he hits the field, if he is not impermed or anything as such, for each volcanic that you haven't banished, it deals 5 times 500 damage for each volcanic for burn damage. So if you have, let's say you've got those 3 already, like your minimum doing 1500 damage. And not to mention, after you do that damage and you pass turn and he's still on your board, he's a 3100, 2400 defense beater. He's a big creature. Level 8, so you can do a lot of level 8 play with him as well. But every time your opponent special summons, they take 500 damage. So there's going to be a lot of viable options for a burn deck out there now. There's a couple different variants that I foresee if Runic doesn't get hit. Volcanic Runic sounds cursed, but hear me out. It's going to be able to control your opponent's side of the board, as well as start doing tick damage the more they special summon. So that could be a viable option, as long as Tip or Runic Fountain doesn't get hit at some capacity, then we could see it. That also being said, the next card that we have on the list is Volcanic Trooper. Another Volcanic support card. I think Volcanic's getting like 6 cards out of this set. So the next card is Trooper. Whenever it's normal or special summon, you can look for any Volcanic card in your deck and add it to your hand. That's the first effect. So that's amazing. So you're just able to tutor out any Volcanic card, and it is a once per turn, of course, as it would be broken if it wasn't. But that is a once per turn effect. You're able to search out any Volcanic card, which could be the new Volcanic Blaze Accelerator, it could be Emperor, it could be Rimfire, it could be some of the old ones like Scattershot or Rocket. Rocket searches out any of your Blaze Accelerators out, specifically the Volcanic one. But Trooper also has a separate ability that has a lot of synergy with the set, especially, you know, the OG shell and all that, where you pay 500 life and add another shell to hand. But Trooper is able to discard a card from your hand and give your opponent a 1,000 bomb token. So what that does is whenever it is sent to the graveyard or destroyed, then you get to deal 500 damage to your opponent. So that can start slowly ticking down people as well. You're just able to do a lot with that card. We'll get to more with how you're supposed to light the fuse to that said bomb token. So the next card we're going to go over, of course, is the Volcanic Blaze Accelerator. So Volcanic Blaze Accelerator, what you have to do is to activate it, you have to send a Blaze Accelerator from deck to graveyard. Ergo, why you use the OG one is you just pitch the old one there and immediately activate your Blaze Accelerator. Now after you do that, you are able to special summon an additional volcanic monster per turn. So it gives you an extra summon from hand, which is amazing. And if your opponent controls a monster, you are able to activate it. You're able to foolish a card from deck, a level 1 pyro from deck, and then pop said monster. So you target for cost, send to graveyard, pop a monster. So what the whole combo is lines up to the newest card, Rimfire, Volcanic Rimfire. So whenever it is sent to graveyard, you can do two different options. You have one where you can banish it from graveyard and foolish another volcanic monster, or with the Blaze Accelerator that you sent to graveyard, you can banish one Blaze Accelerator card from graveyard and automatically put one face up on the field. Not the same Blaze Accelerator card, but any Blaze Accelerator card. You could set the old Blaze Accelerator Reload to discard a card and draw a card. Or you can set, if you don't have one already, you can go ahead and automatically set a Volcanic Blaze Accelerator, pitching another Blaze Accelerator, I believe. So there's going to be a lot of wild stuff. You're going to be doing a lot of discard. You're going to be burning them for a lot, and then whenever you get X amount of Volcanics in the graveyard or banished, you can just pitch them to the banished pile and then inherent summon your Emperor. So he's going to be a lot of synergy. There's also another card, I don't know if it's coming out in this specific set, but there's a Gaia card that is coming out. It's a fusion card, and it is another monster negate, and you literally need, you need the specific Gaia card, which people are running Muddy Mud Dragon in this setup. You use Muddy Mud Dragon and one shell, and he only needs the one Gaia card and one face-up monster on the field. So you just use Muddy Mud Dragon and the one shell, and you go into him, and he's a monster negate. So, with that being said, you also have a way to search out any card or any monster card in your deck with the new card Bonfire. So Bonfire is going to be able to get you to any level 4 or lower pyro monster in your deck, which Volcanics, luckily, are all level 4, besides a handful of few like the Queen and Emperor and a few of those, but all the starter ones are level 4 or lower. So this is going to be able to get your combo facilitated, or it's going to be able to get you into the whole Muddy Mud Dragon Gaia Seraph card, which is when you add the newest card that came out in Duelist Nexus, Agnimal Candle, which whenever it's added to hand by anything but drawing it, you can automatically special it, and whenever a card is sent to graveyard, you can modulate its level. So a lot of synergies with that. I've been playing around with that card a little bit. It's going to be really interesting to play. I might end up cutting that. Also, one of the new ultras in this set, Heat of the Fire Channeler, or the Flame Channeler. She has an amazing effect as well with this deck, where you can just discard her and one other pyro monster, or one fire monster, and then add any fire monster with more attack than what you discarded. So that's why you add shell to hand, discard her and shell, add anything. That's just an instant search for Emperor. So you're able to go into several different combo lines with these new cards from the newest sets. So I'm pretty excited to see what else comes out with these monsters. That also being said, the next card that we're going to go over is some of the trap cards that are going to be released. One of the new trap cards that are going to be released is something called Volcanic Inferno, which is a monster negate continuous trap that burns your opponent. So pretty much what it does is you have that trap face up on the field, or you activate it during your opponent's draw. And when you do that, whenever they activate a face-up monster on the field activates a monster effect, you activate the Volcanic Inferno, burn them for 500, banish a pyro monster from grave, and you're able to negate the monster effect. So it has a really helpful, really nice effect, especially to get more things than banished. And if they actually end up finding a way to remove your Volcanic Emperor from field, you can activate him in the graveyard and special summon him to the field, burning them for an extra 500 for that one card you banished. So amazing effect, does some really wild stuff. Again, I'm so excited for this new Pyro Volcanic deck. It's just going to be insane to play. And then for the last trap that I kind of want to go over is the Volcanic Emission. So not only is this card just insane, is it also, I didn't mention it earlier, but Volcanic Emperor, after you activate his effect to burn for X amount of damage for however many Volcanic monsters are banished, you also get to directly set any Volcanic trap in your deck. So either being Inferno or Emission. So Emission lets you do one of two things, and you can activate 2 emissions in a single turn, but you can only use one of each effect. So Emission can let you special summon a Volcanic monster from your deck, ignoring its summoning conditions, or add it to hand. But if you special summon it, you get to add it. You have to add it back to hand during the end phase. The second effect is if you can target one face-up Pyro monster on the field, and if you target one, it deals X amount of damage to your opponent, it being the original attack of that monster. So if you bring up, say I use the first effect of Emission to special summon Volcanic Emperor to my side of the field. Well, I can flip, on resolution of that, I can flip another Emission. Flip the second Emission, target Emperor, deal 1550 to your opponent and burn damage. So another crazy effect of this, and you can use both of them in the same turn, as I mentioned. Or if you're running the old school Kaiju card for the Volcanic Queen, who has, I believe, 25 or 2600 attack, you are able to Kaiju a monster that your opponent controls, flip Emission, target Volcanic Queen, and deal 2600 to the face with that one said card, because you have Kaiju'd one of their monsters. So guys, let me know what you think. What do you think about this new Soulburning Volcano set? There's also a few others that are in the set. There's some new Salamangreat support that's coming out. I'm pretty excited for. A lot of new stuff coming out in the set, but Volcanic is probably my favorite thing that is coming from this new set. A lot of big cards, a lot of wild combos that are going to come out in terms of the Volcanic. So let me know what you think. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell for next time. But guys, don't forget to comment about what do you guys want in this set. Like, are you guys excited for any sort of burn combos? Are you excited for anything to that extent? But guys, thank you for watching. My name's Tom with Tricard Games. We'll see you next time.